venue and that the premises are fine. We are going to come back now that you have seen what's going to happen, where we are now, having seen that, I will now report to the NEC that we are happy with the venue, but they are now going to set up. We will come back here on the 14th to see now the complete setup space. We will invite you again so you can see that what we told you was going to happen is now happening. And then I will sign off the venue on behalf of the NEC. The plan is to start here on the 15th with the presidential gala dinner. And of course, on the 16th in the morning, the conference starts. And you will have a program of what's going to happen. Normally, the first day is really for us to give the opportunity to the president of the ANC to give a political report of the work of the ANC politically for the past 5 years. Then the next thing will be the credentials. In that conference, people want to know who is here. Are the people who are invited here, are they the right people? And we then adopt those credentials. Having done that, we'll then have the Secretary General's report giving account of the work of the ANC for the last 5 years, not only for head office, but for all provinces. The membership, has the ANC grown or not? What are our members doing? What have they been doing? What are the programs, the elections that we've run, local, national, everything. Once the Secretary General's report has been presented, then we'll present the Treasurer General's report. So those are the important reports for the first day of conference. And then we will then have the election of the top 6 on that first evening. Yeah, hopingly it will happen before midnight, but because of delays, it might go well into the night. And then, of course, the next days will be discussions of reports. We have a lot of committees that must give reports: organizing, renewal commission, the health committee, local government, all the subcommittees of the ANC will give their reports. And then, of course, there will be some discussions in plenary, but we're going to spend a lot of work doing a lot of work in commissions. We think it's better that way because we will probably have about 4,000 voting delegates, 4,200. If you add guests, we've made provision for 6,000 people. So we're going to have quite big commissions of no less than 300 people, but the space is enough for that, for people to be able to engage with all the reports that will be presented. As you have seen around, we've made space for the electoral committee and the election to have space for their work where elections will take place. So as far as we are concerned now, everybody who will be invited here will have their space, including the media. You'll have your own media lounge. You'll have places where you can set up your studios, and you will be allowed to interact with all delegates and leaders, except that we normally keep the commissions as closed sessions. So don't be surprised when you are not allowed into commissions. We keep them as closed sessions. Even in plenary, there will be sessions that will be closed. Yeah. But obviously the opening, the opening address by the president will be an open session. So how far are we now? We have now closed BGMs as of the 7th of November. By today, we are now standing at 85% of all branches in good standing having made it. Of course, I'll get the final reports by this evening. It could be even slightly higher. But the requirement of the Constitution is 70%. So we have far surpassed the 70% that was required. That in itself will give you more than 3,000 branches that have gone through. We'll give you the accurate number once I've signed off this evening. But we are quite pleased that out of the 3,900 branches in good standing, we are close to that number that has gone through. We've given our branches enough time to go back. If they don't correct, go back, and some of them have now made it. So where I sit, we are ready for conference. And as I said, we'll come back here to show you the final preparations. The NEC will meet here in this venue on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It will adopt all the reports, organizing reports, finance report, and many other reports, so that we can go to print. We want, by the time the delegates arrive, all the documents must be ready. So that's where we are, Comrade Gwen. I'm not sure if I've left anything out.
I think you've covered it.
No.
Okay.
No. Thanks, TG. We can open the floor just for one round of questions. There will truly be clarity-seeking questions at this stage, I take. Yes? Let me just check. Amo, where's Amo? To roll with the mic so we can... We have already intervened. We've intervened.
I just want to ask the SG, will you be delivering both the SG and the presidential reports considering that you obviously take both roles? And I just want to ask, also the second question is, I know that you're going to be sort of processing the complaints, which I mentioned before, the other different committees. And if there's no sort of contradiction that you're also a candidate, so you know how you sort of run through the process to try to safe way to
I couldn't quite hear the last part.
Disputes.
What about disputes?
Yes.
How are we managing disputes?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Can we just get them to all ask?
Yeah.
We can take all the questions, then the TG can deal with all of them once done.
There's been some videos circulating, particularly from the home, with some of their voices claiming and saying that the QR scanners were being abused for large generators, with possibilities of people's IDs being scanned and people's vehicles for the branches, basically saying there's a loophole in the new system that has been opened up for manipulation for the branches to safely deliver new provinces across the country. Secondly, the mitigation issues in the RWC region of the Eastern Cape that led to a Fort Brevik and the Regional Conference. There's another court case that you've been cited on Monday of the Society for Mediation and President account. The implications of those regional conferences of Society for Mediation and President account and after the two sides would have on the political conferences of both those provinces and ultimately culminating to the national conference. Would it also happen in your preparation for the December electoral conference? In essence, I anticipate any litigation going towards the conference. Thirdly, the secretary or suspended secretary general is to appear before the National Committee on Monday. What processes are you taking in that funding, how is it going to work? I fully adopted the electoral committee recommendations that you first select 3 of the officials, then you go back to the agenda parity, and then you read it again. If you adopt that recommendation by along with that committee as is. Thank you.
I'm going to from the ANC. I just want clarity on what's going to happen to the provinces that are yet to be involved in political conferences, and who's going to, I don't know if this is an answer, who's going to address the SCO's report? Is it the President, Secretary General, or who's going to address that?
So this is your home here. Just want to find out, do you think out of this conference will come out with a female president, which is going to be by
Thank you. Shweta from Top Radio 702. TG, earlier on when we were doing the walkabout